Hey guys. Okay, so it's Grace here. Just gonna start off today with a little slow flow yoga class. So just loosen up the body, stretch, and maybe add a little bit of strengthening in there as well. So let's get started. So we're going to start in a seated position. Sit up really tall, no sit bones. Just lengthen the spine upwards. Gently engage your abdominals. Open the shoulders and chest. No hunching here. Shoulder blades back and down. Head lifted up. You gently close your eyes here. Just keep your gaze forward and ahead. Place your palms facing upward on the tops of your legs if you would like. And just start to take deep breaths. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Just really centering your mind and your body. It's very important in yoga and really anything that we do, just to notice where our breath is while we're doing things. Keep taking those deep breaths in your nose and out through the mouth. I want you to notice where the air goes when you inhale and when you exhale. Where does it travel to? And gently open your eyes. They're closed. I'm just going to take a few neck circles. So going to the right. Moving very gently and slow. It's very important, especially when we're dealing with our neck or shoulders, or our head. Move very gently. And the other direction. And come back up to your seated position. Sitting up tall, no sit bones still, shoulders back and down. We're going to place our hand over on the side of our head, kind of by our ear, and bring our arm out alongside, maybe tinting the fingertips. And gently pull with our top hand, creating a gentle neck stretch. Again, being very gentle in this. If you would like to take this a little bit further, you can walk the fingers out that is on the ground. Really lengthen the neck and shoulders. And release that arm. Move it side to side. And take the other hand, place it over on the side of your head, kind of by your ear, and gently, still sitting up tall, gently pull over to the side. You can walk the fingers of the opposite arm out. Get a little deeper stretch through the shoulder as well. Keep breathing. And release the arm. And we're going to take both of our hands and place them on the back of our head. Gently, just let our neck fall and our hands weight our head. If 2 hands is too much, you can take one down and just do one as well. And now I want you to curve the spine and really let your head roll down so you feel each vertebrae curve. You're moving down closer to your feet and ankles. Release the hands and lay them down on the ground in front of you. Lengthen the spine and the head forward, and come back up to a seated position. We're going to place the right leg bent down on the ground. Keep that foot flexed. And we're going to take our left leg and cross it over our right quad. So just behind the knee. And I want that foot flexed as well. You can keep this here if this is okay, or hug it in a little closer to your chest if you would like to feel a little bit more. Sit up tall again. Keep those feet flexed. Keeping our feet flexed will protect our knees. Position. And you can gently hug this top knee and just slightly twist to the front corner of your mat. And gently release. Uncross the legs and switch. So the left leg will be down on the ground now. And we're taking the right over and flexing both feet here. Sitting up tall on those sit bones. Gently hugging in this top knee closer to your chest if you'd like. And hug and twist to the corner of your mat, sitting up tall again. Continue to breathe. And gently release, uncross both the legs. We're going to go to a reclined position on our mat. Just get into a comfortable position down here. Take a deep breath. Let the body, upper body relax into the floor. We're going to keep our left leg planted on the ground with the knee up to the ceiling. We're going to extend the right leg up to the ceiling, flexing our foot. If your leg isn't straight, that's okay. Just as long as you're having a gentle hamstring stretch here, nothing too intense. If you have a strap, you can add that as well, but I'm just going to show it without props. Keep that foot flexed still. Engage the outer left hip of our left leg that's on the ground, so it's stabilizing our lower body. Now I want you to interlace your hands behind your thigh, or take your strap as well, and bring it a little bit closer to your head. Just a gentle stretch, nothing too intense. Again, keeping that foot flexed as well. And we're going to bend the leg closer to our chest and extend it up to the ceiling. One more time, bend the leg, extend it back up. Circle the ankle in one direction, circle it the other, and place it down on our mat. We're going to hug both knees into our chest. Wrap your arms around the bottom of your calves, or take your strap as well. Just rock back and forth on our spine. Place both feet back down on the mat, knees extended to the ceiling. Extend your left leg up to the ceiling, flexing your foot. Again, if your leg isn't straight, that's okay. Just be where you are at right now with your body. Again, coming back to our breath here. It's very important to help our muscles relax. Our breath is a very important tool in doing that. And now you can take your strap around the back of your thigh or your hands as well, or you can place a strap above your toes if you have one. I'm just going to do my hands behind my thigh. Just make sure if you're doing your hands, that is not behind your knee, it is only behind your thigh. Keep the effort going in your right hip to make sure that leg is stabilizing your body. That foot is still flexed. Take a deep breath and bend the left leg into your chest and extend it back up to the ceiling. And bend the leg one more time and extend it back up to the ceiling and lower it down to the mat. Bring that left leg back up one more time. Sorry, I forgot to do our ankle circles. We're going to circle the ankle with our left foot, one direction and the other way. There we go. Can't forget about the ankles. Okay, so we're going to bring our knees into our chest and open your arms alongside your body in a T shape. So they're just shooting out from your shoulders. Take a deep breath, and on your exhale, let your knees fall down to the right side of your body into an easy twist, extending your lower calves out as well so they're not super bent. Take a deep breath here. This is a really great stretch to do in the mornings or before bedtime. It's a great release for our lower back as it is a gentle twist. And bring the legs back up to neutral. Take a deep breath. And on your exhale, release your knees down to the left side of your body, letting them fall all the way down to the ground. And bring your knees back up to center. Place them down on the mat. And while we're down here, we're just going to do a little wrist stretching. So take your right hand, bend it palm into your chest, and just stretch the wrist. This is especially good, and then flex it the other way, palm out. Especially good if you have tight wrists or forearms, especially going into downward dog positions. That can make it more uncomfortable if they are not stretched. And circle the right wrist, circle it the other way. I'm going to shake it out. And now we're going to do the left hand. So flex the palm into your chest. Place your other hand on top of it. Just gently stretch it down. And place it the other way, so palm up towards the ceiling and grab on top of your hand. Press down towards your body. And circle the wrist one way, circle the other, shake it out. Go ahead and roll over onto your side. Come up to a seated position. We're going to move on to a tabletop position, so hands and knees on the floor. So we want our hands slightly wider than shoulder width, slightly turned out, knees hip width apart, toes relaxed down on the floor. I want you to draw in your abs and neutralize that pelvis. So we don't want an arch in our back. We want our frontal hip bones to lift up, creating a flat back. To open the chest and draw the shoulder blades back and down. So think about firming in your outer arms, really squeezing those arm muscles and pressing into the floor. We want our weight evenly distributed along all of our hands. So both hands have equal weight, and the weight isn't all on our palms or all on our fingers, it's even. Really reaching the head long forward and the tailbone back, creating a straight line. So from here, we're going to extend the right arm forward, left leg back, And back down to the mat. And then opposite side, left arm forward, right arm back. And back down on the mat. This time we're going to extend out and then bring the elbow to knee. So extend out, knee to elbow touch, extend out, and back down. Again, keeping that core engaged. Extend left arm out, right leg back, knee to elbow, extend out, and back down. Doing good. Right arm out, left leg back, knee to elbow. Keep that core engaged. Really press through those arms. Back down to the mat. One more. Extend out. Knee to elbow. Extend out. The last one. You got it. And really moving slowly through these movements. Really engaging our abs, arms, and legs. And place both down on the mat. We're going to bring our knees wide to the edges of our mat, bring our toes together, and sit back, our hips back, and lower the chest down into a child's pose. You can walk the fingertips forward, resting the forehead on the ground. Take a deep breath here. And bring your arms now alongside your legs so they're in a more lower position. If this isn't comfortable, you can keep them extended up. When you're ready, press back up, bring the knees in. We're going to dial our hands out for a down dog. Firm those outer arms, engage the core. We're going to tuck the toes and press up into our down dog position. Again, if our legs are bent right now, that's completely okay. And just walk it out, bending one leg, straightening the other. Keep pressing through those arms, sending your weight up through your hips, up and back towards the ceiling. Relax the head. And gently walk the legs forward towards your hands. If you have a block, now would be a good time to place that right here. And just keeping the legs slightly bent, hanging the body forward. I want you to shake your head yes, and shake your head no, and shake your head yes, and no. And on your next inhale, bring your hands to shins into a half lift. Exhale, forward fold to your block or the floor, releasing the head. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands to heart, really pressing the palms together. Release the hands. Make sure our feet are about hip width apart. Pelvis at a neutral position. Frontal hip bones lifting up. Core engaged. Kneecaps drawing up into our thighs. Shoulders back and down, chest open. Looking ahead. Take a deep breath. Spin the palms forward into Tadasana or mountain pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Coming back to your breath like we were at the beginning of class. On your next inhale, raise your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arms down by your sides. Inhale, raise the arms up. Really reach up towards the ceiling. Take your gaze with your hands as well. Exhale, lower the arms. One last time. Inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Really reaching. Exhale, forward fold to our block or the floor. Inhale, hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands on the mat. Bend the legs. Step your feet back into your version of plank. Engage the core. Really press through your hands. Draw the kneecaps up. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Relax the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down to your mat. Tuck the toes. Press up. Back to downward dog. And walk the feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands to heart. And firming in those outer ankles here. Drawing up the kneecaps. Squeezing your butt. Engaging the core. Opening your chest, shoulders back and down. Tadasana. And on your next inhale, raise your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold to your block or the floor. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, lower down, place the hands on the mat, bend the legs, step back into your version of plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, baby back bend. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Sit back into a child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. And come back up to your tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes and send our hips back up to our downward dog. Your next inhale, raise the right leg up to the ceiling and bring it forward in between your hands. Might have to bring your hand there to help it. Going to be in a low lunge here. So you can bring your hands to a block right now if your arms are a little too short. That's okay. Extend that back leg towards straight. Make sure this front knee is over the ankle. So we're creating a 90-degree angle here. That's very important to protect our knees. And gently lower that back knee down to the ground and untuck your toes and come up to a low lunge, knee on the ground position. So we're gonna bring our hands to our hips. If you're having a little trouble balancing, you can walk this front foot out to the right to widen your stance. I want you to think about rooting down into this bottom knee and rotate the pelvis under to bring the hip bones up. So this really stretches into our hip flexor here. So we're still in an upright position, but still stretching the hip flexor. And gently release your hips back to a neutral position. And we're going to extend the arms out to our sides. And we're going to lean over into our right leg. And just a gentle side stretch. Arm extending overhead. And we're going to lower the arm back down to the mat. You're going to bring your arms on either side of your front foot. Tuck that back toe. Press back up into your low lunge. Send that right foot back into your downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Maybe walk out the legs in your downward dog position. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it forward in between your hands. Maybe bringing your hand to it to help walk it forward. Bend that back leg, straighten that back leg, and we want our front leg bent. Again, we want that 90-degree angle from our knee down to our ankle. So knee in line with our ankle, in line with our toes. Again, bringing a block on either side of your front leg if you need a little extra arm length, which is very helpful sometimes. Make sure that back leg is reaching towards straight and you're engaging that quadricep muscle to draw up your kneecap. And gently drop that back knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Bring your hips up to a standing low lunge position. I'm going to bring our hands to our hips, have extra stability. Again, if you're finding it a little hard to balance in this position, you can heel toe the front foot out to the left slightly. And again, to really get into that hip flexor stretch that we're looking for here, we're going to take our frontal hip bones and rotate them under slightly to really feel that hip flexor quad stretch here. Now neutralize that pelvis back to neutral. And we're going to extend our arms out to the sides. We're going to reach over to our left side, just into a gentle side stretch. Arm gently going overhead. And exhale, lower the arm back to neutral. We're going to bring our arms forward, back on either side of our front leg. We're going to tuck the toes of that back foot, extend back into a low lunge. Bring that left leg back into your downward dog. Take a deep breath here, loosening those hips up and back. Relaxing the neck. Pushing through our arms, firming in those outer arms as well. Then your next exhale, shift forward into your version of plank. That's a tall plank or knees on the ground. Your knees are on the ground. Let me make sure you're trying to create a straight line from the top of your head all the way through your knees. We don't want any of this. We want the straight line still. That's a perfectly good option. And exhale, lower down, chaturanga, elbows towards the back of the room. From here, we're going to press into the ground with the tops of our toes to draw up your kneecaps, engaging your quads. Squeeze your butt. We're going to bring our hands forward in front of us, either clasping them or keeping them flat on the ground. Squeeze the butt. And here we're going to engage the core as well. Gently lift the head and back upward. We're in Sphinx pose. Again, if this is too much, you can definitely lower down and just do a baby cobra as well. Keep breathing here. Press the shoulders down and away from the neck. You can gently lift the head up. And exhale, lower your whole body down to the floor. Inhale, lift up into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Extend the arms long around either side of your body. Press into the floor with your tops of your feet. Engaging the quads, squeeze the butt, engage your core. Draw your shoulder heads up off the ground, lifting them. And we're going to reach our arms up and back into a Shalabhasana pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulder heads up, engage the legs, reach the arms back towards your feet. Shalabhasana. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Engage the tops of the quads, squeeze the butt, lift the shoulder heads up off the ground, and reach back, Shalabhasana. Deep breath here. You got it. And exhale, lower down to the mat. Bring the hands alongside your body. Press back up into a child's pose position. Knees wide, toes together, and set your hips back, arms reaching forward. In front of you, head resting on the floor. Shift your weight forward into a tabletop position. And we're going to lower our bodies down back to a seated position on the mat. Rotate back over, and we're going to lay down now. We're going to bring both knees in to our chest. Give them a nice big hug. And lower them down to the mat. Going to pick up the right leg, cross it over our left quad. Press that knee down towards the bottom of your mat using your outer hip. Going to gently lift up if you'd like to take this further or stay there. And interlace your hands around the bottom of the left thigh. Make sure both feet are flexed here again. That protects our knees. And lower the left leg if it is extended up. Uncross the right leg. Pick up the left leg, cross it over your right. Flex the foot. Make sure you press down through the left knee down towards the bottom of your mat. Again, staying here if this is all you need. If you'd like to take this further, interlace your hands around the bottom of the right thigh. Make sure both feet are flexed. Try to relax the upper body. And lower the leg down to the floor. Uncross it. And we're going to roll over onto our stomachs. Extend your arms out in a T shape. We're going to keep the left leg extended out long, bend to the right leg. Gently lift it up and shift it over, crossing the midline of our left leg, bending it, placing the foot on the floor, bend knee. Deep breath here. And lower it back down towards the mat, straighten that leg. Shift your head to face the other direction. Keep the arms extended out long. Bend the left leg, flex the foot, shift up and over. Foot down to the mat, crossing the midline of the right leg. Bring your legs back down towards neutral. One last time, we're gonna roll back over onto our backs. Bring both of your knees into your chest. We're going to gently open them. Going to, if you can, take your hands to the inner arches of your feet and extend up into happy baby. If you cannot reach your feet, still open them up and then just wrap on the outside of your calves and flex the feet there. And just opening the hips. Keep the feet flexed here. You can rock back and forth. Now we're going to bring the knees back together, lower them down to the mat. And extend the feet, walk the feet towards the edges of your mat on either side. And gently knock the knees in towards each other, creating a tent shape with the knees. So bring the hands to your stomach. So now we are in constructive rest pose. Just going to take our Shavasana here today. Again, if you would like, you can extend your legs out long. I want you to close the eyes. Try and just keep your mind on the moment now. Relax the forehead and your jaw. Release the shoulders and your neck. Just letting all the tension go. Maybe take a swallow and reset your throat. Relax your core. Let it be. Relax the legs and your lower body as well. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Shavasana. Start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle your toes. Take one last deep breath here. Roll yourself over onto your side. Use your hand to help you sit up. Slowly. Come to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to meet each other at heart center. Press them into each other. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.